All right. First of all, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing this session. Hopefully, this helps with the thoughts and the questions and your expectations in mind. Feel free, please, throughout the presentation to make it more collaborative. I really do not like it when presenters are just talking and they're kind of looking up and it's like, we're just looking at the presentation. It's about you. It's not about me. It's not about the presentation. It's really about you. So if you have something to share, or even if you have something, you know what? I asked if you're sharing something, but my experience is different. Please feel free to share. I would love for you to understand what you're going through. So my name is Asif Rahmani, as it says over here. I am local to Chicago. Anybody else local to Chicago? All right. So I'm in the Naperville area. I'm sure those of you who are local, you know where that is. Uh, so far so that I am staying over here because it takes me an hour and a half to come back and forth because I'm actually further than Naperville. I said Naperville because most people don't realize where Plainfield is. That's where I am really from. Well, a couple of you know that. Okay, that's good. The presentation today is about 5 proven steps for driving sustainable Microsoft 365 user adoption. User adoption for all different applications, including Microsoft 365, has been near and dear to my heart for quite some time. I mean, we're talking about more than 15 years or so now. Before that, I used to do many different things. I'm going to introduce my history a little bit so you understand where I'm coming from, so you understand my perspectives. But at the end of the day, as I was telling Doug over here, it's very much about the user equation. It's not really technology, it's human behavior change or acceptance or just kind of getting into that wavelength. So what you're saying, they understand. What they're saying, you understand. And I got a bunch of stuff over here to tell you about that. 5 to be specific. But then many things underneath this as well. One of the things you said, Doug, actually, I'm sorry I'm picking on you again over here, but is actually my presentation right in the beginning. So I'll talk about that. All right. First of all, I asked you a question, why are you here? What are you expecting from this course? I get lots of different answers because I've done this presentation many times before. And what I do is I accumulate all that stuff in here. So see if you resonate with some of these things. So I got 10 things over here. We migrated our technical environment, but I feel that our user mindsets never really migrated, And that could be for going from a huge migration to technology, or just internally making incremental change. They're just not ready, then accepting it. People keep reverting to old habits like email chains with attachments and shared drives and big spreadsheets with macros. They don't want to adopt the new stuff. We have put so much work in making our environments great, but end users just don't seem to care. We have been doing adoption type activities for a while without seeing much benefits. We have provided so much training and content to people, but we don't see people using it. They're still ignoring or coming to me for help. And I'm just one person. I hear that all the time. I'm the person that has to deal with everything. I don't have a team. Change fatigue is real. Like you were saying in the back over here, things are changing all the time, and people are like, come on, let me just do my job. Why is this changing all the time? We just don't have the time to keep hand-holding users. Yes, none of us do. Leadership says user adoption is a priority, but they're still stuck in their old ways themselves, so they're not leading by example. Yeah, I'm sure it resonates with many of you. The Gen Zs at our company want to move fast, while boomers and Gen Xers don't want to change. I don't mean to put anyone in a bucket, but generally this is kind of true. Leadership is not willing to make the investments and enhance the infrastructure. They're still expecting the user adoption to be there and the change to be there. Okay, so if any of these things or something that's a derivative of this thing is true to what you're thinking, then you're in the right session. All right? All good? Ready to begin? Let's do this. So, look at this. It's what you were asking over here. I want a silver bullet to make a change, to have my users listen to my communications, to have them understand what I'm saying. So why not one silver bullet instead of these 5 steps that I'm going to be talking about here? I'm going to turn this around on you. I'm giving you $1 million offer at this point, and you can record it. In fact, I'm recording myself anyway right now. If you find a silver bullet, you can sell it to me. I'll give you $1 million in cash. That's right, $1 million. Now, I don't have $1 million in cash, but I will borrow, steal, whatever to get it to you because honestly, I can turn around and sell the silver bullet for $1 trillion. Because it's not just a Microsoft problem, right? This is everywhere. SAP, Salesforce, IBM, all different places that I talk to people, it's the exact same thing. It's the user equation. It's not a technology equation. And now with Copilot, with AI, things are getting even easier. It's just you say it does. Okay, but what do I say? How do I start? Why do I go this route? These are the questions that keep in people's minds. Is it taking my job? Right? All these kind of things are what we want to address. So I'm going to talk about 5 concrete things that have created sustainable digital adoption organizations around the world. As I said, I talk about this a lot. I go into organizations and I talk about this thing. And this is all from experience, from myself, from our team at Visual SP. That's the company that I represent here. Along the way, I'm going to be talking about stories and experiences of successes as well as failures, both, because we need to learn from both.